Zidane. Please tell these guys.
It's Tony time, bitches!
Welcome to Tony's MMA Corner, the only MMA channel that didn't even know that Floyd Mayweather was fighting this weekend. I am your host, Tony Sepulveda! And today, there's plenty to go over in the world of violence. But before we get into all that, if you haven't signed up for my email list, be sure to do so. The link will be in the description. Signing up to my email list will keep you connected, just in case I get canceled, just like Sean Strickland will in the future. While Canada wasn't exactly blessed with an exceptional card this past weekend, Charles Oliveira certainly gave them something to go home happy about. Charles Oliveira showed us why he is the people's lightweight champion. While he's not the actual lightweight champion, because he absolutely shit the bed, he is certainly the people's lightweight champion. Because when he fights anybody besides Islam, he looks like a complete murderer. He absolutely ran through a very game Beneil Dariush. I for one hope that Charles Oliveira gets some kind of Dagestani defector to join his camp so he can learn everything about Islam's style so he can finally slay the dragon, because he is the lightweight champion we all deserve. Can you think of a more violent and dangerous fighter in MMA right now? He looked like an absolute world beater this Saturday, and I look forward to seeing if he's made any adjustments in fighting Islam. Only time will tell. While I certainly didn't stand for the main event, Amanda Nunes also made headlines considering that she has effectively retired after what I hear was a dominating performance over her opponent. Juliana Pena had plenty to say about Amanda Nunes following her retirement, and it goes like this. I'm the greatest warrior. I'm the greatest fighter of all time. I believe that with my heart because I never stop coming. You're going to have to put me to sleep or knock me the F out to get me to stop coming after you. I don't know. Sounds like she just needs a Midol and a Snickers. Israel Adesanya has recently given his 2 cents on who he wants to win between Robert Whittaker and Dricus du Plessis. It's close to that. Just go with it. Apparently, he wants Dricus to win so bad that he is trying to make it a reality through African voodoo. The reason is he wants to prove Dricus wrong about everything he said. He wants to defend the honor of himself and his 2 African brothers in Francis Ngannou and Kamaru Usman. Dricus said he himself, if he were to become champion, would be the only fighter that both was born in Africa and trains in Africa. And Israel took exception to that because I guess it's true, and I really don't know why he's upset. I mean, Kamaru and Francis and Izzy, I don't know the last time they've trained in Africa. So it's all very weird. Israel is selling it, and I'd buy it. As always, Bellator is doing a phenomenal job in promoting what could possibly be a banger. Clearly I'm being sarcastic, because I barely even knew these guys were fighting this weekend. Apparently, Yoel Romero is fighting Vadim Nemkov, which is going to be a banger. We should all know about this. And Sergio Pettis is fighting Patricio Pitbull. Patricio is vying to become a 3-division champion by going down in weight to face the surging Sergio Pettis. See what I did there? Patricio has been one of the few shining stars that Bellator has. He's never been in the UFC, but he's one of those guys that looks like he would do some serious damage if he were in the UFC. Sergio Pettis has been in the UFC, didn't have a great career, but had a resurgence, see what I did again, in Bellator. This should be an interesting matchup. However, I think Patricio absolutely dominates and becomes a 3-division champion. In the main event, which has fireworks written all over it, or could be an absolute snoozer. You never know with Yoel. We have Yoel versus Vadim. Vadim is a protege of the great Fedor Emelianenko. This fight can go either way. One thing is for sure, that if Yoel Romero wins, he'll lose the first 4 rounds and then land a flying knee to a spinning heel kick or something crazy in order to finish Vadim. If Vadim wins, I think it'll be a hard, grueling decision. Either way, I'm pretty excited to see this fight. I'm going to go with the younger Vadim to defend against Yoel Romero. Not to be outshined by Bellator's marketing team, apparently the money team had a fight this weekend as Floyd Mayweather fought John Gotti. Not that John Gotti, the other John Gotti. I found out about that fight, just like everybody else, by watching all the viral videos of what happened after the fight. So apparently there was a lot of trash talk during the fight, so the guys started fighting during the fight. And for some reason, everyone got upset because they were fighting in the fight. All very weird. It turned into an out-of-control brawl that spilled into the backstage. At one point, there's video footage of everything. At one point, you see 2 women fighting. It goes on for way longer than it should. A titty pops out. All very chaotic. Apparently, John Gotti says that this is not over, and he has enlisted the help of Conor McGregor to join in the war. And Conor McGregor took this opportunity to continue to make headlines. Not in when his fight's gonna be, just in more MMA drama, in typical Conor fashion. Conor has joined the war, and we may never know when he's gonna fight Michael Chandler. Sorry, Michael Chandler. Well, guys, that's it for me. As always, I'll see you guys next time on Tony's MMA Corner. Finish up. Oh. A titty pops out, all very chaotic.